As an attorney, I have to have respect for the rule of law. As a candidate for Lincoln County Attorney, I have taken an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Wyoming, and to faithfully uphold the laws of Wyoming as they are enacted by the legislature and interpreted by the courts. My duty is not to decide what the law should be, but faithfully enforce and defend the law as it exists. For that reason, I cannot support provisions of any political platform that conflict with existing Wyoming law or with binding court decisions. While political parties are free to advocate for changes in the law through the legislative process or the courts, a county attorney's responsibility is fundamentally different. My obligation is to the rule of law, not to a political platform. For example, Wyoming law currently prohibits political parties from endorsing or expending funds on behalf of candidates before a primary election. The Wyoming Republican Party as a whole has challenged that law in federal court, seeking to have it declared unconstitutional. That is the party's legal right. However, unless and until the courts invalidate the statute or the Wyoming legislature changes it, the law remains in effect. As county attorney, I will respect and uphold that law as written. Likewise, several issues addressed in the Republican Party platform, including the legal definition of marriage and other matters governed by statute or constitutional precedent, are determined by Wyoming law, federal law, and binding judicial decisions. Those legal authorities, not political platforms, govern the duties of a county attorney. If the legislature amends those laws or the courts establish new precedents, I will faithfully enforce the law as it then exists. The office of county attorney requires impartiality, integrity, and fidelity to the law. Citizens deserve a prosecutor and legal advisor who applies the law equally to every person, regardless of political affiliation or personal beliefs. My commitment is to uphold the law fairly, consistently, and professionally while respecting the constitutional roles of the legislature to make laws and the judiciary to interpret them. The rule of law is the foundation of our justice system. It requires that public officials faithfully execute the law as written, not as they wish it to be. That is the commitment I make to the people of Lincoln County.